Tell me what you need, my friend. Come back if you need any.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Start relisting some auctions at the moment.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Do have a nice mailbox. A little bit over 3 pages to open up.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Someone trying to bait the Underhutter, so I bought out the Callous Head at 35 and Death Blossom at 15.
Have anything ancient?
Should actually check it again.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
And you can see the Callous prices are up to like 1.7 on my realm. Could actually make a lot of gold just selling our heavy Callous. Using that leather that we picked up over the weekend. But I think it's better gold just to craft with it. Sell the legendary bases. But I may end up selling some of it. Assuming the prices are this high. Maybe like tomorrow and Thursday.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So I bought some Nightshade earlier and some Death Blossom as well. Just gonna loot this and send it off to my rogue. Rogue can process it tonight. Just using these for missives and
I can't carry anymore. Inventory is full.
tomes are really good as well right now.
I can't carry anymore.
Maybe do some Dark Moon decks as well. Starting to run load again.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Not many sales at the moment. But I was averaging about 1 million an hour during raid time. It's like 5 hours ago. Should have some,
If you find anything
wonder how much that is.
bring it to me.
Maybe like 5 million. We do have 3 pages, so it might even be like 6 million. Well, I'll just loot it today. Yeah, it's like 10 PM here, so the, I think the sales are starting to die down. Would have streamed earlier, but I think the maintenance lasted until pretty close to 1 PM today. So yeah, I didn't start up stream. Did a couple of Mythic Zeros with my guildies to get the weekly chest. And I had raid at like 5:30, so it would have been like a 2 or 3 hour stream. Just decided to do it at night. And we can take a look at today's sales. Just everything that sold earlier today. Should probably just set up a mailing operation for these. Hopefully that's all of them. Oh no, there's still 4 more stacks. So I did reset one of the rings earlier. I think it was like the rank 3s that I reset. Just all a bunch of cheaps, I just bought them out and relisted. Had a really nice sale, I think, on a rank 4 earlier, pretty close to 100k. Might have even been like 150. So I restocked the rings, the necks as well. Then working on the leather and mail pieces throughout the day. Just when I start to run low, I'll craft just some, and yeah, I usually just raid on my monks. I craft on my monk and then just mail it over to this tune. This tune can list while I'm in raid. But yeah, pretty solid sales. I think I was selling tomes for around like 800. Because we sold 42 of those for 35.9k. A lot of base sales. Doing really well with the leather stuff. So we have 2.3 million on page 1. Go ahead and loot that. Yeah, I think Wednesday was our big day last week, but today might be our big day. Sold a lot of stuff. We did spend over 5 million on leather over the weekend. So I think those will be most of our gold back. Yeah, page 2 is even bigger, 2.7 million. A lot of really nice sales here. Like I was saying, I sold one of the rings for, it looks like it was like 160 maybe. So I got 152 after the auction house cut. That was for a rank 4. Did restock those, I think I crafted like 4 earlier today. Sold some rank 4s at like 70 for leatherworking. Sold a rank, I think it's a rank 4 neck. Almost 50k for that as well. The necks are really cheap to craft, so yeah, I think my crafting cost on that is like 15, maybe like 20k if I overpay for my essences. But it's like a pretty solid like 30-40k profit. Sold more lithium bars, 80k for a stack of 155. Yeah, I just buy cheap lithium ore and just turn it into bars. Pretty easy AFK craft and make a lot of decent gold with that. And another rank 4 sale, I think it's pretty sure it's a rank 4 Bone Shatter Helm. A little bit over 100k for that one. Lots of other pieces for between like 20 and 70k. Yeah, pretty solid sales on this page as well. So another 2.7 million on page 2. Go ahead and loot that. I think I had a little bit over 2 million on this tune to start. But we can take a look at our ledger. See how much we end up with today. So page 3, waiting for it to refresh. There goes 1.5 million. That'll put us a little bit over 9 million. I think it'll be like 9.2. So we had some really solid sales today. I think we actually had like 7 million in sales. But we can take a look at our final number. Oh, these are some sales from yesterday as well. Forgot when we looted, but yeah. 1.56 million on page 2. Or no, this is page 3. I think we just had like a sale or something come in. So the number jumped up a little bit. Did actually sell some heavy calcite. Yeah, it's doing really well. Like today's a really good day for like rank 2s and rank 3s. Even the rank 1s are selling still pretty well. Because if people crafted legendaries last week or the week before, they're not going to have enough ash to craft like a rank 3. So they end up like buying a rank 1 or rank 2. And I had some rank 4 sales as well, even though people can't use those until next week. But yeah, pretty solid sales. 1.5 on this page. Go ahead and loot that. Looks like we'll have 10 mil on page 4 as well. Probably not very much gold, but yeah, really happy with my sales today. Oh, we actually had one big sale. Bone Shatter Shoulders. I think it's a rank 4 for almost 90k. Getting around 30k for my Veracity decks. And then I think Putrescence and the Repose are around 10k. The tank one and Veracity still doing really well. I think the tank one's sitting at around 20k right now, and Veracities are around 30. So we have 260.4k on page 4. That'll put us at like 9.5 million. Yep. A little bit over 9.5. It's good, Zanzar. Look at the jump. All that gold that we spent over the weekend, we just made it back. And some.
Alright, you guys, this is it.
Hopefully you guys can see that.
Begins, all warriors click on defensive stance.
Move it over a bit.
For Craig to cast his intellect buff.
So since launch...
Got it. The battle is sure
Actually, this is a monthly, I think.
You all have your special abilities macroed to your keyboards. Alright, Eric, you can count on us.
Yeah, a little bit under 80 million in sales since launch. We did spend a lot of gold though on leather and stuff. A lot of mats and gold tied up in leather. But 13.2 million in profit so far. And Repeat with a rate of 7. Thank you so much for the raid, man. How was your raid? Or how was your stream, rather? If you guys don't follow Repeat already, you should check him out. Does a lot of multi-box farming stuff. Pretty chill, dude. Got some leveling done. Awesome. Do you have a 60 already, or... I assume you're just working on alts. Are you getting a multi-boxing team set up? Yeah, just going over my sales and had a really nice day today. Went from 6.2 million on this account to over 12 from just a little bit of yesterday's sales as well as today's sales. Really solid. I think our prior high is 12.1. I think we'll easily hit that today because we have a couple 100k coming in from sales from the past hour. Yeah, look at that jump. This is me buying mats and stuff throughout the day. A little bit yesterday as well. And then, yeah, this was us looting our mailbox. Really nice jump. And we were actually sitting at like 5 million on this account. So maybe we looted like 7 million. Yeah, pretty close to 7. 5 level 60s on EU, have been leveling some on NA as well. Dang, that's hardcore. Yeah, so far I'm only at 1 level 60. It's my rating main. Haven't really done anything else. But maybe work on getting a few more tunes. Just to have more access to... Yeah, I think blacksmithing might be okay. Don't know about tailoring though. The cloth prices are pretty high at the moment, and then the cloth legendaries are really cheap. So I imagine a lot of stuff is just crafting at a loss. Hopefully the cloth prices come down though. Maybe we'll pick up tailoring as well. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Yeah, we have like 271k coming in. Legendary bases are doing so well.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Just gonna do a relist really quick. Yeah, I've been undercut on most of the stuff. Just sold another waist guard for 40k, 47.7. Are you doing any gold making with professions, Rafiki? Leather's been really solid for me. Just picking up cheap leather, turning it into bases, and selling those. Has spent a lot of gold though on leather. I think I'm probably like 23 or 24 million gold deep in leather. Old world mats. Yeah, I probably should have bought more stuff, especially like Mist of Pandaria stuff towards the end of BFA. Yeah, it's definitely worth taking a look at. I've gotten most of the professions leveled, I think, to cap, but I just haven't gotten the tunes to 60. So they can't craft like legendary bases yet. The only professions I have right now are jewel crafting and leatherworking.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Probably gonna have to do a big restock later. Probably gonna have to shuffle a bunch of Darkmoon decks later as well. Yeah, Callus is like ridiculously expensive at the moment. Just checking how much I've spent. 23.1 million so far in Callus hides. That doesn't include like the regular leather either. Just do a search for Desolate, I guess. Probably not as big. Yeah, it's only 265. This leather is much cheaper. Usually pretty close to 2 gold. Someone reset Serenite Ore and bought up 3.8k that I had for 31 gold average. Dang, that's a really nice flip. 13.4 to 31. Someone's selling a mining pick in trade chat for 100k. Pretty interesting. Yeah, it looks like 80.3 million in sales in the past 30 days. Trying to hit 100 by the end of the week. So we're gonna have to hope for some big sale days rest of the week. Try and hit like 5 million a day. We did 7 today, which gives us a nice jump start, but yeah, I don't know if I can maintain 5 million a day. Especially with the leather prices being so high. I'm gonna have to find places to buy leather. But we did almost hit gold cap again on this tune. Probably gonna have to move some gold off tomorrow. So I'm gonna do a quick reload. That way my TSM data is saved. Every time Zanzar is in here, I'm like, oh, I should reload. Have you had any issues with the recent mailboxes and stuff not being saved? Yeah, anytime I buy a bunch of stuff or I sell a bunch of stuff, I usually do a reload. Yeah, I think there was a few times in BFA where I had like a big mailbox and lost my data to like a disconnect or something. So I'm much better about it now, I think.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Definitely need to restock these, I think. Darkmoon decks. Bought up to 25 today, so I got a bunch that I picked up for between like, I think it was like down to 15, maybe like below 20s. I think Nightshade was down to like 135. Yeah, I picked some of that up earlier as well. 137 at the moment, 138. Probably don't need any more for a while. Price actually came down by 100 gold on these. Crafted like 50 on my for my monk to use, but I may end up selling some. I think my crafting cost is like 1.6 or 1.7k. Neoi DH, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, hopefully sales are good for you guys over in EU. Forgot your guys' reset is like Wednesday. Yeah, the light list is like too expensive at the moment. It's under like 100 gold and it's almost 200 now. Everything resets in 26 minutes. Nice. Damn, it's really early in the morning. Yeah, it's like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. over there, right? Our resets are a little bit later. I think it's like either I think it's like 9 or 10 a.m. for us on NA. Yeah, he's over on EU. So their reset is really early in the morning, Wednesday. Just reset trinkets on my realm for 50 to 100 and they're selling it still. Dang, that's insane. I wish I could see prices like that, but I don't really want to reset this realm. I think there's too many to do a reset. Yeah, 47 endoms. There's actually only 2 Future Sense. Should maybe try and complete a few more of those decks. Yeah, I think they're either all sold out or someone reset. I think they're just all sold. Because these were sitting at like 10k earlier. Now they're sitting at 25. Let me see if I have any in my personal bank.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
All goods and services for sale.
I'm pretty sure I pulled them all out earlier today. So yeah, I'll have to craft more cards, I think. Only trinket on my server over 20k capacity. I was like that here as well. The tank ones were like 10k for a while. Same with the healing ones and the future sense. I think prices recovered a bit today.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Ooh. I think I sold it out of the 225 arm guards. Should restock that.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Soldiers of Lordaeron, rise to meet your master's call.
That makes sense. What's the level requirement? Item level requirement for L4? For like 170 something? So normal drops 200. Heroics 213. 176, that's not bad. So yeah, we'll restock some stuff, I think. So I need the Umberhide arm guards, 225s, I think.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, we for sure need to restock that. Maybe even see how close we are to rank 3. Or rank 4 rather. Try and get rank 4.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I'm gonna switch accounts. We'll do a bit of restocking. Maybe shuffle some decks as well. Can also show you guys all the cool gear I got today. Got a heroic ring from my weekly with the socket. Upgrade on my feet. From my raid vault. Got a couple of trinkets as well from raid. We just finished up at Sledge Fist, which drops my best in slot for Mist. Yeah, I think First Wing opened today with Mythic. I'm kind of waiting for the Sledge Fist wing to open up so I can try for my legendary. Assuming I don't get it just from my guild raid. But we'll probably do like the last 3 bosses. Yeah, I think we just have Sludge, Generals, and the Nathrius to do tomorrow. And then probably do heroic stuff on Thursday. Assuming we can get the last 3 down fast tomorrow. I think the raid leader said we were going to do a couple bosses on heroic as well. So I got this thing from Rockley. Nice socket. This was from the world boss last week. Haste is pretty terrible for me, but just using it for stats. This came from my Greatfold, I think. Yeah, it wasn't the best option, but I really need an upgrade in my feet slot since I was wearing, I think it was like 151s or something. So yeah, I just got that. I just need gloves now. Got this from raid earlier as well. I think I had another trinket as well I got from raid. Oh, it's the one from the first boss. Hey, Algoblino, how's it going? Oh, I definitely need a new neck as well. Still using 171 for that.
You may speak, mortal.
Had some really nice parses. Had 80s and like a couple of 90s as well on a few fights. Yeah, I had a 95 purse on which fight was it? Oh, Sun King. Pretty solid healing. Yeah, reset day was amazing for me. We looted it around 7 million in sales from today. A little bit of sales from yesterday as well. Yeah, I've just been picking him up if people misprice. Sometimes I see like rank 2s and rank 3s at like rank 1 prices. So in those instances, it does definitely pay to buy those out and relist them. Yeah. I'm actually getting pretty close to having all the rank 4s. Except for the arm guards, Bone Shatter. Still on rank 2 for that. But I should have rank 3 or rank 4 of everything else. Yeah, I just need to finish up with the last few rank 3s. I'll have everything at rank 4. I could probably just get it tonight, but just want to restock the stuff that I'm running low on. Don't really care about getting rank 4 on some of these pieces, if I haven't already. We can hop back on my tune and check. I'm just gonna craft these arm guards. Oh, we're actually 1 away from rank 4. So I'll queue up like 4 of those. Rank 4s as well. I think that's the only thing I need to restock. But I can check on this tomb really quick.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, pretty much anything that's like a high price, I want to make sure I have at least one up in the auction house. Yeah, I think Azor was saying that disenchanting next is better. Flip jewel crafting essences. That's really good. Yeah, pretty much anything I pick up, I usually just use for my own crafting. I think we're good. I'm gonna switch back to my other account, I think.
If you find anything exotic,
If anything else jumps out, I can always switch back. But yeah, we can probably take a look at our best sellers and such. That's pretty insane. They're down to 3 gold. Yeah, so rank 4 bracers, I think if we can just list it at a super high price. I don't think anyone else on the server has it yet. I think the data is going to be a bit skewed. Just because, yeah, I didn't start mail until like week 2. First week I just focused on leather since the callus was pretty expensive. Made some pretty good gold with that, so I started expanding into mail the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I rushed helm and shoulders for mail. Just looking at best in slots for all the mail wearers.
have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Interesting. Arm guards, rank 8, listing at 38. I think that's fine. Wonder if I should up my numbers a little bit. Maybe fix my operations.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Oh, I gotta make a whole separate group for Bone Shredder arm guards. So yeah, just 12 to make the arm guard. But rather than list with the operation, I'm going to list it manually, I think.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Just throw it up at 200. I wonder if someone's trying to reset these. I keep selling my arm guards yeah, the second I list it. Maybe people are thinking that the 38k is too low? I think I'll list it a little bit higher. Tweak my operations a little bit later. How much? Looks like my competitor has it at almost 100k. It's 8. Trying to think how much is reasonable. Could do like 80k.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
They can't join our group. They can't join our group.
How am I already in a group? Gildy wants to use the auction house. Just inviting him to my group. Oh nice, you're getting set up on the new server. Are you still doing gold making on Terran Mill? Or have you moved everything off? I was wondering why I wasn't selling BOE pieces for the past 2 weeks. JSM was refusing to undercut it until I associated an operation with DB min buyout. It's really weird. Same operation working for everything else except for those 2 items. Yeah, maybe it's just missing some of the data for the price sources. So we'll just take a look at leather, see what pieces have sold the best. I think the shoulders are really good for leather as well. So we've had 14.8 million in sales, selling 401 pieces of leather. I mean, we sold a lot of everything. Yeah, I think we have the most shoulder sales. So yeah, 78 out of our 400 sales. So almost like a fifth. Just the shoulders. And then I think number 2 is Helm. 65 out of 400. Waste is only 30, so it's like half of the helms that we sold. Arm guards are slightly better, 43. But I think the belt and arms are about the same. Gauntlets 47 out of 400. So that's like an 8th rate. Yeah, I think all of them are performing about the same aside from the helm and the shoulders, which are doing really good. A little bit better. Especially the shoulders, I think that's like the bulk of our sales. Wonder how the feet are. I think the treads are good for a few classes as well. So yeah, it's like pretty... I think it's up there. It's 55. I think the helm was like 60, right? And then the shoulders were 80. So yeah, maybe like shoulders, helm, and then feet. And then everything else is about the same, I think. Pretty similar trend for the mail. I think the only piece not worth getting are the bracers, because yeah, I don't think there were any classes that used bracers for their best in slot. Treads, best in slot for balance druid. That makes sense. Yeah, pretty solid sales. I think all of them are worth pursuing, getting to rank 4. For leather anyways. I think for mail there's a few pieces you want to avoid. But I did get up to, I think rank 2 on everything. And I think rank 3 on everything except for like 1 or 2 pieces. For mail anyways.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, I'm still on my first character too, at level 60. I'll probably level maybe a second one this week. Just thinking my DK, just spam dungeons or something to 60. That'll also give me access to blacksmithing. Maybe take a look at the blacksmithing market for legendaries. Yeah, it's a pretty insane amount of shuffling to do like Dark Moon decks and the leatherworking pieces. Ooh. Got debated again. Said one of my rings sold for 120k, but I think it was the glitch. Because we only sold one at 24k. Stupid UI. It would be a pretty nice sale. But we did sell one of those at like 160 earlier, so I'm, yeah, pretty happy about that sale. Since the rings were down to like under 50k for a few days. Yeah, for sure. See like a huge number and then it's actually like a really small sale. Feels bad. Also want to unlock their upgraded stuff. There's so much to do. Yeah, I'm working on leatherworking, getting the armor kits, like the better version. But need to work on rep. I think I'm like halfway there. Should be able to get it in a few days, I think. Yeah, it seems like a really easy way to make gold, the good armor kits.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Just checking Callus, making sure people don't list for cheap. Death Blossom as well. Yeah, anything under 25 is a good buy, I think, on this realm. Oh, did my 210 sell? I don't have one up at the moment. Did I just run out?
If you find anything exotic,
210 ring, I thought I had some left over. But I might actually need to craft some of those. Looks like I just have 225s and 235s in my bag.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Should maybe craft the 210 next as well. So yeah, I'll have to do 210 next and 210 rings for tomorrow. I think one of the next solds I'm gonna do another post scan. Lightless soak pouches for 2k. That's really good. I think they're like 1.5 on my realm. I know. It's like 2k on my realm too. I think because the lightless soak is really highly priced right now. I think you need 15 of those for each soak pouch. Should have bought out all the lightless silk when it was under 100. I got a bunch of it, but yeah, I didn't think it would go up this much in price. Missed opportunity, I think. Let's take a look at enchant prices. Some of these are actually getting low enough where I might actually do a reset. Like the Eternal Insight, 400 gold for that. I think the last time when we did a reset, it was down to like 300-ish. Yeah, I bought almost 70 of those at 334 gold each. You can see the prices are pretty low. I don't know what these people are thinking. Yeah, some people are crafting like 10, just throwing them up at 500. Eternal crystals are down to 5.5k, but yeah, it's a huge undercut. Could be a really expensive reset. We actually sold most of the ones that we bought. So I bought 69 for 334 average, and we sold 63, 1.7k average. So like 1.4k profit on the ones that we sold. So it'd be like 80k profit. Maybe we'll do another reset. That'd be a huge reset though. So I'd probably want to buy up to like 2k, maybe even like 3k. So we'd have to buy everything from like 470 down to 2k. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually people leveling up enchanting though. Because I don't think you need like 10 insights to level up, do you? I don't know. Maybe it's too risky. Think it over a little bit before I do something too big. Yeah, it's pretty crazy the Eternal Crystal prices are down list though. Yeah, because I sold a couple at like 10k over the weekend. It's already like half of that now. $15 silk and 25 amber thread. It's pretty expensive. Grimveld prices. 1.6k up to 130 for the robe. That's not bad. I think the last time I checked, a few of these were at like a couple hundred gold each. Maybe the prices recovered a bit since the cloth prices are really high right now. You don't even need to craft one instead to get max enchanting. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe people are just getting a bunch of crystals, just dumping them into enchants. Seems kind of stupid though. You could just sell the crystals for like 5k instead of crafting the enchants and selling those for 500. Yeah, it looks like a pretty decent market. Maybe I'll level up Taylor.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Definitely gonna level up my Death Knight probably this weekend. Yeah, I have a raid Wednesday and Thursday, so I'm gonna be busy the next 2 days, but I can probably level up Toon Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just to have access to like blacksmithing. Could also try and get 2 tunes done. Have a priest I could level that has tailoring. That would give us access to both tailoring and blacksmithing. Try and get going on 3 different legend markets. Might as well. We're making pretty good gold with leatherworking. Maybe it's time to branch out into more professions. Kind of want to have a second ult anyways. That way I have a choice on what to play in raid. Probably just gonna play my monk through progression. Hopefully get my legendary tomorrow off Sledge Fist. But once we're done with progression, it's fun to play different classes. Yeah, leather was insanely cheap on my realm. There was an insane amount of supply as well. I was looking on the Under My Journal, it was like number 3. Like Mal'Ganis was number 1 in terms of supply. And then number 2 was Dragon Ball. Number 3 was my realm. Really surprised none of the other full pops had that much leather. But we did buy most of it out. I think it paid off though. We were able to craft a lot of legendaries. Push higher ranks. Had some really nice sales today. Mostly from bases. It depends a bit on the RNG of some levels. Had to craft one of the yellow crafts like 8 times. Yeah, I had to do the same thing when I leveled up my enchanting as well. I got really unlucky and had to craft like 9 for 5 skill points. Forget which enchant it was though.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, we sold a bunch of lithium. This is getting really expensive as well. 800 a bar and ore is like 380. I've been buying my ore at like 200, 220. It's almost like double that now. Maybe just wait until the weekend to buy more of that. I'm actually sold out. Wow, I am sold out.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Let's find shinies.
Maybe I'll pick up more this weekend. I don't really craft with it, but I like flipping it. It's like super easy gold. Yeah, 800 is really high.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I just bought 100 callus hide for 83. Are you the guy on this realm, baiting people? Oh, it's a different realm. Cause there's a guy that baits and like lists things for like 30 or 40 gold. I usually end up buying his auctions out. He also does like herbs at like half price. So yeah, if Death Blossom is 25, he'll list for like 12. I'll just buy it. It's pretty funny. A lot at 25 though. But I did pick up a bunch at, I think it was down to like 20 or 22. Earlier today.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Nice, so we've only sold 11 things and we have 274k coming in.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
We have 262k in our mailbox. So yeah, we'll hit gold cap again on this tune. It's gonna put us at like 10.1 million. I'll have to move some gold off, maybe to my DK.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Someone just whispered me and said I paid for their game time because I reset the food market. Too funny. Did they list more? You should message them back and have them farm mats for you. It is kind of annoying running a cancel scan them this many items though.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
No? Why not? Oh, yeah, I forgot to check oils earlier. I think it was down to like 60 or 70 gold, so I didn't list mine. I ended up using most of it in raid anyways.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Someone reset. Maybe we craft some of that. Yeah, both of them are at 100 gold.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Do have a lot of Death Blossom. I just need vials, I think.
Tell me what you need, my friend. Fortune as well.
Petition Blizzard to make a crafting speed enchant. I would totally sign it. Yeah, the crafting times are pretty insane. Especially stuff like oils and stuff. Yeah, if you start one and link it to me, I'll sign it for sure. Yeah, it's like almost 2 seconds per craft. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing with the oils. Like, is it really worth my time to make like 30, 40 gold off of each of these? Could just be doing like Darkmoon decks or something with my herbs. Make even more gold. I do like crafting them for like my own personal use, and I should actually check if Guildbank needs some. Head over to my Guildbank. They got a bunch of tomes made yesterday, but most of those are on my monk, I think. Yeah, people never bring tomes to raid, and I don't have the rep yet for the what are they called? Like the group tomes. Oh, codexes. So yeah, I've just been carrying extra tomes with me in case people need. Guess I would go under raid tools. Looks like there's plenty in there. Yeah, I'll check again later this week. If it's starting to run low, I'll throw some in. Could probably throw in some gems as well. I have so many. Looks like we have plenty of enchants. I think we're good. Guildmaster can always hit me up if we need anything. Do you provide gold or just consumables to your guild? I'm trying to do both. Especially if I get like BOEs or something, I'll usually drop I don't know, like half my gold from the BOE sale. And then, yeah, for running low on, like, consumables, if it's something I can craft, I'll just throw them in the guild bank. I don't really care too much. Especially stuff like oils, like, it's so cheap to craft. It's probably not even worth my time listing it on the auction house for such low profit. But we can use it on our runs, especially during progression when, it's like a small amount of damage, but it does matter. We didn't already have, like, a wipe. I think it was last week. So yeah, I think the oils and stuff definitely help. It also amplifies the effect of the potions that you use with alchemy. So I think pretty much everyone should be running oil. And then I am also working on the armor kits. I actually have a few guildies that can craft it, so I may have to hit them up and see if they'll craft a bunch for me. I think it's just heavy desolate leather, which is really cheap. Yeah, it was like under 10 gold for a while. Picked up a bunch on my monk.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Oh, it's actually a reasonable price now. 2 gold 11 for the regular desolate and 25 for the heavy. But you can see my min buy is 7 gold 40 on that. My average is 15. So we picked up a bunch like under 10 gold, I think. Yeah, it was like really cheap for the longest time. Usually on the weekends, I think there's just a lot more people farming. Yeah, our callus was down to like 1k. So yeah, we'll just have to wait it out. Wait for more farmers to show up again. Probably like Friday, Saturday. But I should have enough leather to get through tomorrow and Thursday sales. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, especially for stuff like herbs. It's like really expensive still for most herbs. Yeah, it's not so bad on this round, but on some of my low pops, like the prices of herbs are pretty insane. And then comparing this round to like even a full pop is pretty mind-blowing as well. Prices on this round are like pretty close to double most of my full pops. And then some of my low pops are like double this round. Huge discrepancy in prices of certain materials. $6.8 million spent today on resets. Let's see how it goes. Good luck, man. Are you on a realm with a lot of raiders? Dang, 70 gold plus for herbs. Yeah, some of the stuff like marrow root and the what's the other one called? Some of the expensive herbs are pricey here as well.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
do a quick shopping scan. Oh, it's a medium pop? Nice. Yeah, I think we got a couple of cutting edge guilds when our realms got merged. So imagine the sales on some of the consumables are really good here as well. So yeah, Mirror Root's like 70. Widow Bloom is 128. Almost as much as the Nightshade here. Rising Glory is 22. Death Blossom is 25. Look at this selenium price. Ooh, cloth is really cheap. 1 gold 25. Really don't want to shuffle any, but those are pretty good prices. Had to stop myself from buying a bunch of cloth that I don't really need. Maybe do a scan on BOEs, see if there's anything worth picking up. Oh yeah, the cape that I sold for like 250 last week, under 100k I think this week. I saw someone in trade chat selling it for like 70 or 80k. It's really gold. Really glad I sold mine last week. Oh, maybe it was like an LFR version. Where's the cape? Bracers. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, it's 100k. It's 100k, 95k on this realm. And there's loads at that price. Yeah, I found it. It's down to 95k. So glad I sold mine. Wonder if there's anything worth flipping. Couple of 207s. But I don't really see anything worth flipping. I should actually change my search parameter. Raid Finder one's probably... See, Heroic is like 7 more, so it'd be 180, 193? For an LFR version. Yeah, I didn't really see anything that's worth flipping. Pretty sure this is LFR. Yep. 187.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Have the BOE drops not been nerfed yet? Remember someone on Twitter posting something about that?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Oh, it hasn't been fixed yet? Yeah, I think we got one drop today. Wasn't really paying attention. Oh, right. Yeah, I think the drop rates were messed up last week for kills.
If you
Pretty
find
crazy that I
anything
haven't
exotic,
fixed the
bring it to me.
actual BOE drops. I guess it's good if you're running raids, or even just doing BOE farms.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So yeah, 210 rings, 10 necks. I need to restock those. Oh, I should check essence prices.
Who are we going to kill today?
Yeah, rebirth is really expensive because I bought a lot of it. Look at the Valor. Down to under 50 gold each. I think the ore was really cheap. A lot of selenium at 8 gold 50. Wonder if it's worth doing a reset on those essences. You just reset all the ore? I am out. Have a good night. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you guys have a good rest of the week. Big sales tomorrow. And yeah, this weekend as well. Oh wow, it's actually almost midnight here. Forgot we started our stream late. Yeah, NA maintenance lasted until 1 p.m. Got on, grabbed my loot from my Great Vault, ran some zeros, and then it was like almost time for raid, so I just didn't stream until after raid. Could do that here as well. Look how much cheap ore there is. It's like 140k to do a reset. Average buy price would be like 18 gold, 17.99. Yeah, it's actually much cheaper to buy the ore and make our own essence. Especially if the ore is only 18 gold. Uh, 99 gold. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Yeah, I'm sitting on thousands of that. Just made a bunch and mailed them off to my monk. That way when I'm doing restocks on the next and the rings, they don't run out. Yeah, depending on how good the next sales are tomorrow, I'll consider buying more ore. Tenants for 2k. Pretty good prices for the haste ones. They're back up to 600. Yeah, maybe I should start shuffling rings and necks. Could just reset it. It's a pretty big undercut though, going from 2k down to 600. They're 150. There's about 500,000 worth. 2,500. I think so. Yeah, because it uses selenium. So I think those are the best. Selenium's like usually really cheap on most realms. That also lets you use the yellow and red ones for like rings and necks to sell. Ooh, maybe I need to make some rings. They're back up to 800 on this realm. People with the Crafter's Mark rank 2 are selling theirs for 16k. It's another thing I probably should have started working on a long time ago. Getting the rep for the Crafter's Mark rank 2 on my monk. I imagine it's really good money. Especially like leatherworking stuff. Wow. Look at these prices, it's pretty insane. Should have started it earlier, I guess. Damn. It's like 10k for most pieces. Some of them are like 15, 20k.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Yeah, I didn't really grind the Molly either. Probably more trouble than it's worth. I don't know, maybe it's worth it. Especially if you can even get a couple sales at like 16k.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Throw up some decks. I think this is the guy that's like up nights. He must like work at night or something. Because during the day he doesn't really list much. But if I list something like a deck at night, he'll undercut me almost immediately. Same thing in like the early morning. I think he's just like a night owl, or maybe someone just works at nights. Yeah, wasn't there like a mount that you could get or something? I never ended up getting it. So yeah, I just avoid them all. Have so many markets to keep track of. Not a bad problem to have though. Should mean a lot of gold, a lot of sales as well.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Gotta make sure to do like Torghast tomorrow. Maybe before raid. Could also do it after, but I'm usually take a break and grab something to eat after raid. If I get the legendary from Sledge Fist, I'm just gonna craft the legendary right away. So yeah, maybe I'll just do Torghast before raid tomorrow. Trying to decide if I want to stream tomorrow. If I stream it would be similar time to today, since our raid wraps up. Maybe I'll just stream on Thursday. Yeah, today's usually supposed to be an earlier stream, but I just didn't do a stream since the maintenance. Also, running Mythic Zeros for the weekly was kind of priority since we want to go to raids with best gear possible.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least
Especially like week 2
centuries
prog.
old.
Even one piece of heroic gear helps. I imagine there's going to be a lot of people doing heavy undercuts. What are you doing aside from like foods? You said you did old world mats as well? Did you stay up all night again? Are you back on like the weird sleep schedule? What happened?
If you find anything exotic,
Were you on like a regular sleep schedule like over the weekend? I remember you saying like you woke up like 9 or 10 a.m. or something, which seemed pretty reasonable. Just stay up. Yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night. I woke up at like I think 9:30 today. After having gone to bed at like 4 or 5 a.m. I was actually hanging out at Simon on stream, doing some gold making prep, and yeah, I got woken up at like 9:30. So I slept maybe 3 or 4 hours. Maybe closer to 4 hours, but yeah, I just stayed up. Gold is too good. I slept from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah, it's like a weird sleep schedule. Nothing wrong with it. Plus, you just go for the next few weeks, and then you just like don't do anything for the rest of the extension. It's my plan, anyways. Just go hard for the next couple of weeks. Make a I don't know. Aim for like 25 million. But I think that's probably easily doable after I sell all my stock. And then just spend the rest of the extension like flipping. Pick up professions and stuff like later on when it gets good again, but yeah, you really only need to go hard the first couple of weeks to make the really good gold. I never stay up usually, but all the crafting is too juicy. Yeah, I usually just set my accounts up to do AFK crafting, just go to sleep, wake up, and then just pick up where the tunes left off. Especially for stuff like inks, I don't want to like sit here and watch my tune craft a bunch of inks. Just set up before I go somewhere, or if I leave my PC on, I'll usually just do ink crafting. Just set up my boxes to do that. Yeah, I've been really enjoying keys. Some of the dungeons are really fun. And last week was actually a pretty good week for keys. It's gonna be interesting to see at Tyrannicals this week. And raid's been a lot of fun as well. Just need to get Sledgefist down and hopefully get the legendary drop. Knowing my luck, I'll get it towards the end of the tier. But the legendary crafted for healing isn't bad. Just timing when you drink your tea. But there's a lot of outgoing damage most of the encounters in raids, so I usually just pop it whenever. Pretty much off cooldown. Yeah, it's always a risk that you run if you transfer to a new realm. But imagine if you got a bunch of stuff at Terran mill prices, you're still going to have the advantage. Can't imagine people on the low pop or medium pop being able to compete with those prices. Especially if you buy stuff on like a full pop and like move over to medium pop. Maybe even some of the high pops. If people get too annoying, you can just take everything down to below their crafting cost. They'll stop listing. Which is kind of my strategy with the leatherworking stuff. Since I know I bought out my leather at like low prices, if I need to I can just tank the price on the pieces. Adjust each of my operations to what I think my competitor paid for leather. And yeah, I'm pretty active on the auction house. So I have a pretty good idea of when my competitors are buying leather and at what prices. Either way, I currently invested 17 million, have 33 million posted, 8.2 liquid. Dang, you have 33 million posted? That's pretty insane. Speaking of posting auctions, I need to go on my WoW 4 and relist. It's on my to-do list tomorrow, I guess. Do that before raid as well. Did get my flipping account yesterday. That was just something that I worked on. We have been working on that account on stream. But yeah, I'm just gonna do stuff off stream, I think, on that account. So I'm usually on this account or my monk's account. Especially while the gold making is good with like legendary bases. I don't really need to do much flipping. Are you planning to stay on that realm, or are you going to move everything back?
Have anything ancient to trade?
I was kind of thinking of doing that with leather,
Centuries old.
but yeah, the prices of leather just tanked on this realm over the weekend. So I didn't really need to do any sort of transfer. I just bought it here, and yeah, you guys can see the prices is like... I think we bought it at like 1.1k or 1.15 average. And Kalos is sitting at like 1.7 now. So it's like 600 gold more. About 50% more, I think. my buyout over the weekend. Base planted off a mountain. Yeah, I usually use cheat torpedo, so I have to be careful with some dungeons. Even like Torghast, I almost cheat torpedoed off like the edge.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
And then like the last area of miss, where you're fighting the bugs, I have to be careful as well. I've almost cheat torpedoed off a few times. I think my first run on Heroic actually like fell off. Just gotta be careful. Monday next week I move 11 million back to Terran Mill, and then we'll play on these two realms, I think. It's a good plan.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Yeah, I still have some gold on Tichondrius. Maybe I'll start doing something with that as well. But I'm really having fun. It's just me and this guy in the leatherworking market, so not much competition. He does undercut as much as I do, so it does get pretty competitive during the peak hours. But we're still making good gold. Yeah, early morning enchants, especially on reset day when people are collecting from their like Mythic Plus caches or PvP caches. Yeah, I got pretty close. I think I was at a little bit over 7 million today.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Then we have 440k in our mailbox.
Have anything ancient to trade?
And 233 coming in, so it's like 630. And it'd be like 670. So it'll be like 7.7 million in sales today. I think some of the sales were from yesterday as well. Can't remember what time I looted, but yeah, most of the sales were from yesterday, or from today, rather. Look at the screenshot on Discord, let me check. Trying to one-up me. No worries, man. I'm glad you're making a lot of gold on the new realm. Oh, you DM'd it to me. Dang, those enchant prices. Those tenant prices are really good. Sinful Revelation prices, though, kind of iffy. They're like 16 or 17k here right now.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
16k for Sinful. My average sale is 24k on those.
If you
I think the prices are going to start to come down, though.
bring it to me.
I think people are getting crystals much easier. Oh, there's also people running a lot of zeros this week because of the weekly. Disenchant the gear that they get and craft enchants to post at stupid prices on the auction house. Enchants. Oh, Eternals for 3.2. Reset the market. That's really good. Yeah, they were down to like 5 here, I think.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
Exactly
centuries
5. Look at these big undercuts, though.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Maybe I should grab those 5, craft some of those. It's like 6k profit on each one. If someone has 30. Really tempting. I think I just can hold off. I think the prices will come down even harder on the weekend. Hopefully the leather comes down again as well. Closer to like 1k would be a nice buy point. Even like 1.1 or 1.2k would be good.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Nice, we sold the oil that we listed. Some of it anyways. And some tomes.
We're open for
I
business.
think I actually have to craft more tonight. I was kind of hoping to go to bed early tonight, but maybe I'll craft for like an hour or something.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Dang, all that juicy Death Blossom. Yeah, make sure you do the World Boss and your weekly before you do your Great Vault. I actually made that mistake. I went to the Great Vault first, got my reward, and then I did the World Boss and then the weekly. Ooh, good luck on the conduit. Yeah, I got the legendary drop last week for the for my monk off the world boss, and then a ring. But I think the legendary power is pretty bad for all 3 specs. But now I don't have to worry about it, so I guess it works out. Probably gonna buy some more Death Blossom actually. Because we can turn these into either tomes or Darkmoon decks. Darkmoon decks are actually pretty good right now. Maybe I'll just go more heavy on Darkmoon decks. What should I buy up to? 25.5? I think I bought a bunch of the Nightshade at 130. So 136. It'd be like 400 per card for Nightshade. That Blossom at like 25. I feel like I should already know the math behind this, but let's do it anyways. It's like 12k maybe for a deck. And they're selling for between 10 and 31. I'm really tempted just because of the Indomitable price and the Putrescence price is pretty high right now. No, let's just buy it.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Just means I have to shuffle a bit more tonight, but I mean, if we can sell the decks tomorrow, I think it'll be worth it. I forgot I need to relist my leatherwork and stuff. But I'll loot this and then, yeah, maybe switch to my rogue and then just AFK craft. Zanzar, are you streaming at the moment? Yeah, I think I'm going to be hopping off shortly, so if you are streaming, I will
I
toss
can't
your
carry
raid.
anymore.
See who else is on. Holy Hellion is on. Tomcat is on as well. Zanzar slacking. Why isn't Zanzar streaming? Do you usually stream this early? Yeah, I'm probably gonna hop off because I'm just gonna be shuffling herbs. Mostly gonna do it AFK, so I don't know if it's gonna be something people are gonna want to watch. But if I don't sleep, I usually don't start for another 9 hours. You should get some rest then. Yeah, it sounds like you didn't get very much rest yesterday. Or earlier today, I guess. Just go at your regular time. Yeah, I think it'll be like morning for me. I'll try and stop by. I don't know what time I'm going to be waking up. I'm actually going to try and sleep in because I didn't get very much sleep last night. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Got 7 hours, more than enough. I'm the type of person that needs like 8-9 hours. And if I get like 5 or 6, I usually pay for it the next day. End up sleeping like 10-12 hours. Yeah, that's how I felt this morning, and I just stayed up. I probably should have slept in hindsight, just because the maintenance went until like 1 p.m. But I was up at like 10, ready to go. And then I saw the announcement on Twitter, and I was like, pretty sad. Alright, I'm just gonna be switching accounts and shuffling herbs. So I'm gonna be calling it a night here, I think. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. It is actually midnight already. We've actually been streaming for 2 hours, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, I guess time flies when you're having fun. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, Rafipi, for the raid as well. But yeah, I should be back, I think Thursday will be our next stream day. Tomorrow I'm just going to be working on, like, Torghast and, yeah, just, raid stuff in the evening. And Trish Delicious? Trish Elias? Is that how you pronounce it? Trish Elias. Hopefully that's right. Thank you so much for the follow, nonetheless. I'm terrible with names. So... But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out, Romantic, Rafipi, and Zanzar. And then everyone else in chat as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and rating Holy. Yeah, I will see you all next time. Hope you guys all have a great week. Go ahead and check out Holy. Yeah, take it easy, guys.